Hello and welcome to a little bit of more World of Tanks gameplay. Today it's me, Paul, playing it, and instead of being on the Xbox 360 I'm actually playing where World of Tanks originally started on the PC, and I'm going to be having a little look at our friend here, the gun carriage. Now this is part of your basic artillery. You get this is the Lloyd gun carriage, as you can see there. It's easy to get hold of basically if you go to your tech tree. All you do is you start off with the English. You just have to upgrade one tank, which is the medium, then you come straight down to the Lloyd gun carriage. Now artillery is great for a few things. One, it teaches you the basis of the maps, and two, it can also get you some easy points. So we're going to jump straight into a game and see what we can do. So as we look at our basic setup here, there's always more players in the queue, 883 on the PC side, so we have to expect there's always going to be quite a lot of players there, but I think I'm the only person with this sort of armament. Yep. So now the reason I've done this is because John, in one of the early videos, was talking about the difficulty he had in trying to get points in the game. So obviously this is always one of the things where will it actually pay off me playing about with the carriage, but I think it will do. So what you can do with this is you hang back. That's the idea. It's artillery, so obviously you've got your defensive point here that where we're spawning on. You can see the lovely World of Tanks flag there. So I'm going to basically set my stall around this area here, so I'm not going to move too far, but then as soon as I do, all I have to do is go into first person mode, which I can't remember which button it is. Okay, so as you can see here, I can show where I can fire, so I can see the whole. Yeah, there's my team. I can see the whole of the battlefield, all the way to here. So I know I can't get this guy because of where he's sitting. Except there I can. So there you go. Already that's a hit straight away. So just shows you can get some points quite simply, quite quickly, just by hitting someone who's not really paying attention. As you see, my green line there is the area where I can hit. The red line is when it's not going to hit at all. So if I keep on looking around, there we go. As soon as just waiting for my green dot to come in, and then he goes there. This is the one problem with the gun carriage, is it does take a little bit of time to zoom in. So let's see if I can find another. Go back to our old friend here. So we're waiting for him to shoot. As you can see, it does take a little bit of time, a little bit of precision, but you can actually really get good results. Missed again. But so once we load up, we should be able to hit this guy. He's not going into cover. Missed. Okay, so the problem of course being the fact that my gun carriage is quite basic, but you can see the basics here always all for when you think you're going to try and show someone how to do something, and you completely mess up the game. So as I'll just wait here, wait for my team to really, that should now give me a, there you go, lovely hit. So it shows you again, just sitting there, not really doing anything but learning the way that the battlefield's playing. I can see, I can look at the different routes, I can find out the fact there's paths across here, looking through, getting points ranking up already, without really having to worry too much about the intricacies of the game in some ways. So that's quite handy. This guy fires again, let's see. Now obviously the one problem you do have with the gun carriage is it hasn't got a lot of protection. If you get shot, you're really going to suffer, so you do have to be quite careful with how you play. If this guy comes back forward, I can have him. But yep, so that's another one. So again, it just shows you the chances you have of taking people out without having to worry too much. I really have to be careful here because a bit too close for me there. And so's he. I think this is the problem now, there's only 3 of us left, which really does make this quite difficult. And they've got a lot on their team left, so that's going to make my life a lot more tricky. I can hear somebody but I can't see them. So anyway, you get the general gist of the idea. It's a nice little way just of using. And I get blown up. But I think the idea being there is just it shows you how effective the gun carriage can be. It gives you quite nice points already straight away so we can play. Now I'm just going to jump back to my garage and show you another little trick, which is by going with my, what we do is we look, which I can't remember, yes, this one. So this is the Cunningham. The reason I'm going to use the Cunningham is purely because of speed. Now this is the other thing, when you're starting off, you get the light tanks. Now the light tanks don't have a lot of armament, they don't have a lot of power, but what they do have is pure unadulterated speed. At 41 miles an hour, not many other tanks are going to be able to keep up with it. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to flank. So we're going to see how much speed we can get to and how much time we can get round. So here I am in my lovely little Speedy Gonzales tank, and what I really want to do is start looking for outside paths. I don't want to engage the enemy in combat because I know they'll just decimate me quickly. So what I really want to do is just skirt around them. So it's a secondary tactic. Again, obviously I think the gun carriage is more about hanging back, whereas the light tanks it's more about speeding up, going forward and seeing what we can do. So hopefully this one won't be too bad. Now I don't really know a lot about the Cunningham tank. It's American, pretty fast, as said. This is completely unranked up, I will say that. So, you know, we might find that there are better ways of playing the game without. Once this tank is ranked up, you might find it's a bit better. But as I say, I don't really know because I haven't done that yet. So this is coming purely from a basic sort of play style. So. Damn, one of my tracks is damaged, means I'm not driving straight. Okay, that was a mistake. Yeah, okay. Anyway, so yeah, that shows you how quickly I got killed with that tactic. But again, it still shows just how much more time and how much more points I got by just sitting back and hanging back with the gun carriage. I hope that's given you a little bit of an idea about how to play. I'm sorry about the awful foul in that one. I will do a flanking technique in the next video I can do. Okay, take care and thank you very much. Cheers. Bye.